Hi, I'm Josephine. This is my channel, Versatile Housewife, and let's just talk about getting caught up after a hectic time. So for me in this video, I'm running late from doing anything I like to share completed tasks on Tuesday, which I got a lot of stuff completed, but I was kind of playing catch up after Mother's Day weekend, kind of leading the house to be totally destroyed. And although I did rest, I'm a little bit paying for it now, but I got it all taken care of. So hopefully tomorrow will be a lot more relaxing, because today was a little bit stressful, just being like 3 days in a row of just going. But very excited to enjoy just my morning tomorrow, to have my kitchen caught up, to have my laundry caught up, to be back on schedule. And my oldest finished one of his school books for, we're working on kindergarten math, and he finished that. So now we're gonna, be able to pick out more curriculum for him. And it's just really cool to see in all the ways that he's been able to advance. But back to what I was saying about catching up after a hectic period of time, I more so mean a short period of time, somewhere between a day to a month. Not a season of grieving. That's not what this video is about. It's not something where you're coming out of a depressive state or a illness or recovering where it takes time to heal. I'm more so just referring to whether you have done a staycation, or only certain members of the family have taken a vacation and others haven't really been on top of house chores the same way. Or if, like, for some people, maybe you're finishing a project. I know for my husband and I, like, we had worked on the crawl space for a while. And I do think, like, a lot of times when it comes to cleaning, it can be easy, but if you are a parent like me and you have young children, my 3 children are ages like 20 months to 5 years, it can be a lot tougher to clean with them around, and it can be a lot more stressful. There's a lot more emotions, there's a lot more interruptions. To help fund me going through college, I never finished. I got my MRS degree. But to help me pay for going to college, I had done cleaning, and it is so much faster if you have either an empty house or people staying out of your way, and you just clean around them, and you don't have, children needing you or members of the family needing you or anything like that, and you just get your headphones in and you knock out tasks left and right. And it's kind of regimented, and that's something that I really enjoy doing, either late at night or first thing in the morning. But being that I need to get laundry through, and I just want to sleep when I can, it's been more difficult. And for whatever reason, my kids have decided that when mommy wants to wake up 30 minutes earlier than what has seemingly been their wake up time, they are also now waking 30 minutes earlier or before even my alarm goes off. I don't get it. It's like I'm a homing device. I get out of bed, I go in the living room, I make any noise. Not even. I wake up in bed, I go use the toilet, I go back in bed, I check the time, and then I hear the baby monitor go, and then I just hear doors and activity. And so I used to be able to, like, do a quick clean in the morning, which would be like, a lot of times I'll run the washing machine, move clothes to the dryer, and then, like, in the morning I can fold it, and then I can put the clothes where they need to go when everyone wakes up, but it's just folded on the dryer. And I haven't been able to do that for like 3 or 4 months recently, I believe. It is what it is. If I get these voice recordings out, and I will go to bed early for myself tonight. I've been going to bed like by 1:30 recently, 1:30 a.m. I need more sleep than that. But I'm really looking forward to just not really having to worry about. I'm not going to do a very long summer break for my oldest child, and I'm going to start maybe getting some writing books, simple math, counting, alphabet type stuff for my 3-year-old. So definitely going to still be doing academics, which takes up time, and kind of the issue with that is, do I take advantage of the nice weather in the morning and do we go out, and then it kind of interrupts the flow. So both the garden and doing academics, I find, very much interrupts the flow. But I did take the chance throughout the past few days to go into the garden, and I definitely need to take care of some stuff, but I didn't skimp out on that. And so here's just a little bit of what we did. I pruned my roses, and I didn't really get a chance to do a whole lot with the roses, but I just let them sit and be pretty out there for a bit. And I have a ton more roses. The way that they came off, like if I wanted to keep other roses, I couldn't make the stems very long. But I'm just doing stuff like that.
This one was long when you were gone. You like these.
I do like these.
You like this.
Quite the harvest of blossoms. Just don't have very long stems.
Oh, you like this?
Oh, yes, I do like that. Checking on my grapes. They're getting bigger. Like, that's another thing that I took care of since being here. That's not just being on top of the inside of the home, is trying to do, training the vines by, if they're not making tendrils and hanging on to the trellis, then, I'm making sure I'm getting ties and kind of helping them out so that they will eventually latch on. And then, of course, spraying antifungal spray on a lot of plants, not just the grapes. So it's not just inside the house, it's outside the house too. But I am thankful. My grapes are looking pretty good since I started doing the antifungal spray. I think it's rust. I don't remember what it's called, but you'll see in the videos. But it stopped progressing the same way, and that makes me hopeful, because it was attacking one of the grapes worse than the other. But they're looking all right now. But a ton of what I did was to just pick up after the weekend and kind of bring everything back to the daily grind status. I made a double serving of chili so that I would have that. That's something that I constantly say in these videos, is doubling up recipes is amazing. It kind of gives you a reprieve from having to cook and clean so much. So this was a frame to put around a puzzle picture of my kids that my husband got me last year. So then that was kind of his Mother's Day gift for me this year. And once I did that, it was also just kind of reorganizing everything else on the walls. Do you see, I moved shelves around, so the triple bunk went into there. It's just one thing after the other. The laundry room was a mess. I guess it makes a good little sleeping spot for tired young ones. But that's finally fixed. Also, when you saw all that laundry, that wasn't nearly all of it. That was maybe less than half of it. I don't know. But did the school stuff, had more shelves to put up. I got a new K-cup holder, so one holds tea. It was supposed to be for K-cups, but just didn't do a good job. And that's just a lot of the stuff that I did. And I still tried to go to the gym, obviously doing school with kids, meeting up with people for play dates, even just the past 3 days. It's been like a couple play dates, I believe. And yeah, so I got quite a bit done. Normally on Wednesdays I am filming this will be going up Thursday morning. Normally I would try to have shared something having to do with a quilting project, but this week is just kind of I'm really tired and I need to get my sleep schedule under control so that I have more energy. Also just rest, because the one thing that I'm doing, dangnabbit, tomorrow I'm taking my nice hot bath. I'm taking my nice hot bath where I'm doing bubbles, and I am going to crack open like a Stella Rosa sparkling wine and do charcuterie with my husband, and we're going to watch probably like Aliens, because I've never seen the series, and I don't know, I'm in the mood for some sci-fi horror, so I don't know why that's what I want to watch, but it is. I need something that doesn't have to do with kids. I need something that doesn't have, I just need something, I guess, aggressive, and adult. And Aliens kind of fits that category. So I've been seeing reaction videos for it, but this video is not quite the normal thing that I post around this time of the week, Wednesday, Thursday. But I hope that it was encouraging for anyone else who's maybe run a little bit behind. You can take a few days to play catch up. You don't have to have it done in one full day. One of my friends had come over and helped me clean up for a bit. But also, if you are doing things like projects, just know I didn't used to have that triple bunk done. It was a huge mess in the garage before, and now it's up and it's great. And I do need to stain the railings. But other than that, like, I've got a whole bunch of other, like, project things done. So it hasn't quite been just, there's some areas where, yeah, maybe I could have spent the day only vacuuming, only sweeping, only mopping, only wiping counters, only wiping windows. But I didn't do that. I moved shelves around too. That's valuable. You kind of have to pick and choose. I do think I exerted myself a little bit much. But just, if you are playing catch up or you are dealing with things like maybe you are trying to go back to school while you have kids, or you are like maybe you are working on repairing your own vehicle, monetary reasons, you know, you can't afford the cost of labor, you're really trying to save. If you are doing schooling with your kids, if you are doing homeschooling, or if you are prioritizing doing things like homework or your kids' extracurricular activities, just remind yourself that you are in fact doing things. It just may not be visual, and sometimes if you have a higher, you know, disgust factor, or clutter bothers you, that not everyone's house looks like a magazine, and even people whose homes look really nice, they may not be in the same season of life as you, or also that those homes don't look like that all the time, and it might not be that every room looks like that at any given time. So it could be that maybe prioritize one or two rooms. The rooms I usually try to prioritize are the kitchen, the laundry room, and the bathrooms, and that's just because in terms of like sanitary hygiene concerns, that's what I like to focus on. And so my bathroom is kind of like a sanctuary if I really need to go away from what feels like a lot of mess. But ever since I've really prioritized mostly my own bathroom and then the kitchen, laundry room, and the kids' bathroom, that has helped so much. But to also remind myself, and like sharing these videos where I'm putting up things like a K-cup holder, I'm moving shelves around. There is now a different bed than what was there. What was there before was this little white house bed set up, and then a mattress just directly on the ground. And it was work to put it up. And then it's also sweeping and mopping where we move things around, and it's not perfect, but it was something, you know? I haven't been useless. And so if I feel like, wow, it really took me 3 days to fully catch up, yeah. But I didn't just do catch up cleaning wise, and I went to the gym. I met up with my kids' friends' parents who are also my friends. So I did play dates, and I did school work with my son, and he finished his math book for the school year. So a lot happened, and I'm very grateful for it. But it can be an act to remind ourselves and to remember, you know, if we're doing too much. I probably would have been better off if I did one more day, and kind of leveled things out just a little bit. But now I can just look forward to working in the garden and focusing on my son's writing and phonics and sight words. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for staying along. If you like just these kinds of vlog style videos, you know, feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And I hope if you're a tired parent like myself, you get yourself some rest. That is what I need to go do now. I am going to wish you a goodbye now. Goodbye now.